Thank you. Yeah. Those claps off of everybody whose power is still on. Those claps off of everybody who was able to get home before the freezing rain and the sleet and the ice actually started forming. Those claps off of everybody who's tuned in with us, man. Thank y'all for joining us on another Sunday evening, another Sunday night live edition. I'm your man, 58 South. That over there is my co-host, Mr. Mashawn Roberson. What's going on, sir?
What's going on, my guy? How you doing this evening?
Man, hey man, bless brother. My lights are still on.
Yep.
Didn't have to go outside for anything, so I'm good. I just hope anybody who needed shelter was able to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it
It's
like
I
that.
hope everybody's inside, man. It's mighty cold out there, and yeah, everybody just take care of themselves.
Absolutely. I know one thing though. When this is over and things get back to a sense of normalcy, I gotta go buy a kerosene heater, man, because I ain't even think about it until it was too late.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't think
Yeah.
about it till it was too late, man.
Yeah. I agree, man. I've been pressing myself. I ain't done it yet to go get a generator.
Me
And
too.
I'm gonna have to go on and do that because I went out. What was it, Thursday? Man, they were gone. It was done left, and luckily so far I haven't needed one. But for the last couple of years, I've been thinking I needed to go on and get one.
Yeah, man. And I'm kicking myself because I'm like, you out of all people know better, man. You know better. You grew up with one of them kerosene heaters.
Hmm.
Take the pot, put some water in it, and some potpourri or something like that. Make the crib, warm and smell good at the same time. Like, yeah, man. The Eastern North Carolina in me is ashamed of myself. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Don't
y'all
know
grew up
what I
on
was
that
thinking.
down there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I don't know what I done got up here and got different, man. I'm acting different. I'm out here acting different. I know better. I know better.
Hmm.
Uh, I hope everybody was able to get fuel for your vehicles, man, just in case the power does go out and it get cold. You can sit in there for a little while because when I was at work, cause that's what I do during the daytime. I deliver fuel. I've never seen it like that before in my life.
Mm.
Almost every store you go by was low on pretty much everything. They had the little
Yeah.
bags, yeah, bags over the pumps. Like, I ain't never been thanked so much for doing my job in my life.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, it's insane, man. It's insane. But I hope whatever this is the worst of it, and we'll come out on the other side of it unscathed, pretty much. Just gotta wait for the roads to thaw out.
Good.
We'll
Good.
go that way. What's the game looking like over there?
All right. It's 7-3 right now. Seattle has the ball too. Looks like they just got a first down. I don't know where they are on the field though. Looks like they just got in the Rams territory, so they driving.
Okay. Break room 411. What's going on? Hey, 58 State One. Hey, I'm trying my best. We doing my best over here. Uh, Congrats to your 49ers, break room 411. They had a great season, man. I know we joke a lot about each other team, but the Niners did their thing. They went as far as they could go. So congrats to the Niners.
I bet you he
Uh,
agreed with what I said. What a couple weeks ago though.
oh, it's a she. It's a she. She a 49. She like a
Oh,
diehard 49er fan. What
yeah.
which part? Which part about what you
Well,
said about the
when I
Niners?
said, man, the 49, and I saw something that they doing this, where they got to look at what they doing that's causing all those injuries they get all the time. They looking at the training staff and maybe it said the report said something about some power plant near their facility. They gonna investigate that too. Uh,
Goodness gracious, they think it's environmental. Okay.
it's something I don't know, but they have their main players get injured every year, and
Yeah, I was
that's
gonna say it's never anybody. It's never like some off-brand player. It's
no.
always the star players that keep
It's
getting hurt.
always the star players for the 49ers that get injured for the year, and they survive it every year, get to the playoffs and do well in it. But man, they got to look at that.
I believe. Speaking of 49ers, I want to say is John Lynch the head of operations in San
Yeah,
Francisco.
he the
So it
G.
was him. It was him that said Brandon Ayuk has played his last down for the
It was him.
49ers.
Yeah.
Canales Morgan. I don't know if y'all listening, but it's a wide receiver out there. I know y'all talking this whole we not good, we not down on Leggett. That's fine. Whatever you say. But this need to
They
be one
still
of
going to
those.
get him.
This need to be one of those. We gonna say one thing and do something else type situations. I won't be mad
Hmm.
at you if you do it this time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Something else along the lines of foul upper management. The New York Giants owner, dirty, 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 dirty. Did you see him throw Keon Coleman under the
Oh,
bus?
I thought you mean the Buffalo Bills on him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Bills. I'm sorry. Hey, my
Yes,
apologies, Giants. My apologies.
man. This guy here. Listen, I was talking about the Bills to my brother a couple days ago. They just looking like they want to be the laughing stock again. Because yes, he throwing that guy under the bus for no reason. I mean, yeah, he might not lived up to what y'all want him to do yet, but he's still on your team. Um, this gonna people gonna look at this when they want to come and play there for free agents. You might not get the guy that you want to because this guy said this. Here's another thing about the Bills that I was gonna bring up. Since we talking about it, I'm gonna say it. Did you know that they interviewed Philip Rivers for their head coaching job the other day?
Have it written down right here in front of me.
Philip Rivers, dog. Come on, man. I mean, let's talk about this. All right.
Yes, sir.
The Bills. Now I know I said what I said about them in the playoffs that I don't think they can make plays in the playoffs, but that they have made an AFC Championship game recently, and they've made the divisional playoffs. I think every year, and they
Like
coach
six straight seasons, I want to
something
say.
like that, right? That coach that they just fired. Before him, they went 20 years where they didn't make the playoffs at all, and they were like the one of the worst teams in the whole league all that time.
That's how you end up with a Josh Allen.
Right. So now, okay, you got this guy getting you to the playoffs all the time. Okay, you fire him. You don't know what you're gonna do. Obviously, you interview Phillip Rivers, so you clearly don't know who your coach, what kind of coach you want, what kind of guys you want to interview. And I'm just looking at this like you won't even interview like Byron Leftwich. He was a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator. You don't
On the
want to interview.
staff, he was a quarterback coach with Tom Brady when
He
Tom
was
Brady
the
won his
offensive
championship.
coordinator. He wasn't even
Even
no quarterback coach. He was the coordinator for that team. You don't want to interview him. You don't want to interview like the guy. I think Brian Flores is who they should hire, but they're not gonna hire him.
they can't. I think Minnesota
What?
paid him handsomely and
Well,
got him.
they did, but it's pending. If he gets a head coaching job, he can get out of that deal. That
Okay,
they,
'cause I
yeah,
know the Steelers. I know the Steelers had interviewed him, and it was one other person the Steelers interviewed. And while that other person was in the building, the Steelers ultimately went with who they have their verbal contract agreement with right now. But we'll talk about him after you make
I
your.
just, I just was like, boy, they're trying to be like the Tennessee Titans. You remember the Tennessee Titans did the exact same thing with Mike Vrabel. He was getting them to the playoffs year after year with I mean he ain't had no Josh Allen, but he was getting them to the playoffs. They fired him. You see and now they the laughing stock, one of the worst teams in the league. I give the Bills with the way they acting right now. I give them one more playoff year before they fall off the cliff with this way they running this team.
Uh, it's it's unfortunate, and I'll say it's unfortunate because you have all the pieces to be great. I'm not sure why you wanted to take such a giant leap backwards by firing the guy who got you to where you are. Um, I don't see how you blaming the coach and not the guy who helps you do your drafting. So you just don't want to go get any wide receivers at all.
The guy talking about the GM did not want to draft Keon Coleman and throwing him under the bus when it's clear videos and sound bites of this guy saying that they wanted Keon Coleman, that they thought he was gonna be good. And he I mean I'll get that on him, man. You just gonna go out there. This guy, you talking about somebody that don't even ain't even a difference maker on your team as being some reason why you making changes. What are you doing, man? Uh,
So, so what I get from this whole issue slash situation, right? Everybody want to be Jerry Jones now. I never knew who the Bills owner was before
yeah,
this. Never cared. Didn't
me
matter to
neither.
me.
I knew
Everybody
his
think they
name,
Jerry
but I had
Jones
never
now.
seen him before.
I could have walked past that man at Publix. Would have never known who he was.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my man. Excuse me, my man. I'm trying to get to the Hummers. Would have never known that with him.
Yeah.
Secondly, so you're letting everybody know, future coaches, future players, whoever the guy you just threw under the bus outside of Keon Coleman now, he don't really make no decisions. So you going to talk to him don't mean nothing. He'll do whatever we tell him. We just told you he ain't even want Keon Coleman, but we wanted him, so that's what you gonna get. So
Yep.
you really just threw two people under the bus, and the only one that could really sit there and just have to smile and grin about it is my man sitting right next to him in the press conference. Wouldn't he let him talk for himself? That right there said a whole lot to me. I'm like, oh man, and you supposed to put up like four fingers or something if you under duress. Ain't that the sign? You supposed to, yeah, that's some sign language you supposed to give people if you there against your will. He was there against his will. Didn't even get to talk. At a press conference now with a mic in front of you. Hold on, I'll answer that. Word up, grown man.
And another thing that you have to think about too, if you're the incoming coach, is that you're clearly going to have to work with whatever the GM gives you in terms of the players. They're not going to he because he threw that coach under the bus with Keon Coleman. They're not going to listen to any coaching decisions on. Hey, I want to bring this player in. I want to bring this guy in. You're going to have to roll whatever they do, and if you don't get it done, they're going to blame you. They're going to blame you publicly too. They're not going to just fire you, and because this guy said he made this decision based off of just the one game, losing to Denver. So
Said it out loud to
yeah,
people. You took this whole man's resume and boiled it down to one game in the postseason, homeboy.
that's what he
Side
do.
note, shout out to Humble Crumble 7355. Hi from the UK. Hope you're well. We're doing fine. Thank you
Oh wow,
for
yeah,
tuning in from the UK. I hope that's real and you're not just trolling, but appreciate it.
that's far
Yeah,
reaching right there.
that's very far reaching, but
Yep.
not as far reaching as the owner for the Bills. You just told this man, yeah, hey, everything you did was great. Just this last game, though, we ain't appreciate that. We ain't appreciate
Right.
these last 60 minutes, man. So now you got to go.
All of that, man, is just a bad look on that team, and you know, I'm just saying, man, be on the watch for them to just go back down to being the sorry Bills they were before Sean McDermott came, because it just might happen. What if they hire Philip Rivers, man?
The next words out of my mouth were going to be, it seems like to me the only way they can go now is to hire Philip Rivers. Because no self-respecting coach is going to take that job, knowing what they know and seeing what they just saw. How you want to be part of that staff, man?
Well, I mean, it maybe a first. They can't hire Philip Rivers. That'd be a super joke. That'd be worse than Jeff Saturday going to Indiana because at least he was an interim coach. Philip Rivers will be there. They'll give him a deal and stuff. You're right about maybe no self-respecting coach with experience, but at least they should hire. If they're not going to get an experienced coach, get somebody that's been a coach on some level. That's been a get a defense coordinator, offense coordinator, somebody, man. Philip Rivers is coaching high school. Can't no high school coach come to the NFL and be successful.
Hey, man. Hey, I don't know what to say about the Buffalo Bills, man. I always thought that the NFL was a fraternity, and with fraternities, it's certain stuff you say amongst yourselves, and it's certain stuff you say out in the public. And my man just what they do in wrestling, and wrestling is called K Fab or something like that. When when you start revealing the secrets of what go on in the locker room to the people, yeah, I don't think he was supposed to do that for real. I think after that press conference, he went back to wherever he goes to his council, and they were like, "Yo, my man,
He must
we
have thought it
told
was a
you,
boardroom meeting.
yeah, we told you not to take that mushroom before you went out there. We told you that. You on edibles at a press conference. You ain't supposed to talk. You ain't supposed to tell people the truth. What's wrong with you?"
But he did, man, and it's just gonna make him it's making him look real bad. Um, you know what do you think about Pittsburgh's hiring Mike McCarthy?
Yeah, man. That was next on the list. I'm not mad with it. I'm not mad with it at all. Just for the simple fact, he's been out for a year, and it seems as though that's the new trend now. Cause Sean Payton took him a year off, got him a job. Uh, who else? I want to say it's one other. It was one other coach. Could be wrong. Either way, I think Mike Tomlin's gonna do the same thing. Gonna
Yeah,
take him a
yeah.
year off, find him a job. And plus, he's from Pittsburgh. I think that makes a difference. Not only is he from Pittsburgh, this is what else he has going for him. You've won a Super Bowl. The guy you won a Super Bowl with, he happens to be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. Granted, not the same guys when you had him, but still there's some familiarity there. You know what I mean? You think that makes a difference. Might help Aaron Rodgers make his decision as far as, staying with Pittsburgh for another year. At least you won't have to worry about who your quarterback is going to be. I'd still draft or look to get a backup, but you have that starter already in place, an actual a building block. How you feel about it?
I kind of I kind of feel similar to you, man. I think it's not a bad hire. I just think it's I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make in the results though, because they still have a decent amount of holes on the team. You know, they're gonna have to, but he is an offensive coach. All his teams, when he had the Cowboys, they had very good offenses under him. So that's what Pittsburgh needs. That might improve. Hopefully, he's gonna be a guy. Because I always think whatever side of the ball you're proficient at as a head coach, you got to get a real good coordinator for the other side. He's got to get a good defensive coordinator to keep them to make them really improve. Because if the offense improve, the defense, because they got some old guys on the defense that they might get rid of, like Jalen Ramsey, T.J. Watt is on the back end, Cam Hayward. Those guys are, some of them might be on their way out. So they're gonna need a good coordinator to coach those guys up. But I don't think it's a bad move. I still think though that they're going to the Pittsburgh fans are going to regret not having Mike Tomlin there. I think they're going to still have the same kind of results, or it might go backwards a little bit.
I think the Pittsburgh fans is going to be a situation as to where you never you never know what you got till you don't have it anymore.
Right.
And even though they kept failing to get to the second round of the playoffs, it's a lot easier to complain about not making it to the second round of the playoffs as opposed to not making the playoffs at all.
Right.
I'd much rather be in the position to where I get to say, man, I'm tired of just getting in the playoffs and not doing nothing, as opposed to me saying, man, I can't believe we moonwalked into the divisional championship. Like that's, you
I'm
know what
uh,
I mean? That's
I'm telling you. I was telling somebody, like, look at these guys, these quarterbacks that Mike Tomlin had before, after Big Ben, and up to now. And he was getting in the playoffs, having winning records with these dudes.
not
What
not
do
just
you
not
think
just
he's supposed to do?
Mashawn, not just that. You was doing this in the AFC.
Yeah, in a rough and tough division, man. I could name. Justin Field, Duck Hodges. Who was that?
Mason
Mason
Rudolph.
Rudolph.
Who the one
I
messing
said
messing with the
Justin
country
Fields.
singer?
Russell Wilson, Kenny
Pickett.
Pickett. Yeah, yeah.
Mike Tomlin has had country western singers as quarterbacks. Listen to them names we just said.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man. These guys, and he was still keeping that team competitive all that time. I mean, man.
But okay, let me ask you this though: those seasons where he had what sounds like a list of the finest artists out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the defense? Is that wasn't that what was keeping them afloat? It was a great defense, correct?
They were pretty dominant during those years. Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the problem with this new Pittsburgh Steeler, new looking Pittsburgh Steeler. They're going to have a great offense, but they ain't going to be able to stop nobody.
Well, that's why I said what I said. He gonna have to bring a good coordinator up in there, a good defense coordinator, to try to keep them up to the standard that they are, or that where they have been, because he could Mike McCarthy have put a good offense out there, um, and things like that. But we'll see, man. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad hire. I tend to agree with you. Well, that it's not bad, but it's not going to be like, I don't think he's going to have an impact like, say, Ben Johnson or Mike Vrabel had.
Okay, so we're saying that, and I may, I'm just speaking for me now. I may be saying it a little prematurely, and I'm done. This is why I'm gonna tell you why. Cause we still don't know who's gonna be coaching the Browns. We still don't know who's gonna be coaching the Ravens. So Mike McCarthy might be all right.
Well, the Ravens hired a guy.
Who they get?
They hired a guy named Jesse Minter.
Oh,
He
I'm tripping. He was a
he's the
coordinator. I'm
yeah,
tripping. I'm tripping. He
defensive
was a
coordinator
coordinator.
for the from the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, mentor. My fault, man. Cause they end up getting Mike from the Dolphins. They got
Yeah,
the head coach from the Dolphins as the offensive coordinator.
yeah.
My fault, man. I apologize, brother.
But
The
see,
Ravens,
he's
the
a
Ravens
he,
should have
he,
got him.
he's a defensive guy who the Ravens got, so he's going to have to do the same thing with the other side.
Yeah.
Because Lamar, I don't know how happy Lamar has been in Baltimore the last couple years, and I think with their recent playoff history, the team has been letting Lamar down on offense. I think
Well, I don't know now. I don't know now. We talking about the NFL James Harden here. I don't
I
know.
don't know, man. Listen, I can name you a couple. Remember now, this past year they ain't make the playoff
Right.
because of but field goal kickers missing kicks. All right,
Andrews.
Andrews last year.
Right. But we got to
The year
remember
before that, they
Lamar.
decided they didn't want to run the ball the
But
whole game.
your man out here throwing picks. I mean, throwing picks and just throwing the ball away like it ain't nothing in them playoffs too. Now
I don't
we can't
remember
dis.
that.
Yeah, man. Lamar Jackson been laying eggs in the playoffs, man.
I'm not saying he's played great in there,
He'll have
but
terrible first halves and look real great in the second half.
at
You can't
any
do that.
rate, they will be in position to win. They have been in position to win the last two times, and somebody else messed up the game for them.
But if he
When they
starts off
didn't,
fast like he does in the regular season, and that's not an issue anymore.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I said if he does like he does in the regular season, gets off to those nice fast starts, maintain the game, then what happens in the playoffs, it wouldn't be an issue anymore. So that's still partly Lamar Jackson's fault.
It, it is. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's not getting any fault with it at all. But I do think with this new coach they got, he a defensive guy. He gonna have to bring something to keep that offense keep that offense going. Because the offense did well this year in Baltimore. I don't know exactly how many points they were averaging, but I know I saw plenty of games where they were scoring like 25 points or more. But the defense will be giving up a whole lot of points too.
That's see with the Steelers and the Ravens, when they score offensive points, to me that's always well, it's just always been extra to me. Because when I look at those two teams, the first thing I think about is Steel Curtain. Then with the
Hmm.
Ravens, I just automatically go back to the Ed Reed, Ray
Right.
Lewis years. You know what I
Right.
mean? And when those two teams are great, I'm always thinking, oh, the defenses must be on point.
Hmm.
So whenever that's not clicking, I'm already thinking that team gonna have a rough season to begin with.
Yeah, everybody does because those teams are legacy teams, man. I mean,
Right,
everybody,
right.
they just got a real nice history that everybody gravitates to. But uh, like I said, that defense kind of took a step back, and they have some good players on that defense. I think it was a scheme issue sometime with them, particularly with the secondary. I mean, they got Kyle Hamilton, Bobby Humphrey, and they got the linebacker we used to have Roquan Smith on their team.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
linebacker. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they have some players on there, so that defense should be at least it should be top half of the NFL in terms of ranking, and they were not this year. So we'll see what he does though. Um, and I don't know because you brought up the Browns too. You know they've been getting all these coaches that's been bowing out, not even want to interview with them. Oh man, that looks bad. And they can't. They've had like 3 or 4 people say, "Nah, that's I'm good. I don't want to interview." Uh,
After this press conference, the Bills are gonna start looking the same way, man. Because it's only so much, it's only so many times you can go, yeah, but they got Josh Allen, yeah, but this ain't like brand new Josh Allen. He got a lot of miles on these tires,
well,
Josh
he,
Allen.
he's still young though, man. Is he 30 yet? I'm
Josh
not.
Allen
Yeah, I'm
should
not sure.
should be. Josh Allen been in the league for a while. He
He
should be
had
about
he
30.
has, but I don't.
If he, if he's not, his body is. Josh Allen don't like to slide. Just
Yeah, he
yeah,
does. He does do
yeah,
a lot of. He
nah,
takes a lot of
yeah.
punishment. I'll give you that, but I don't think he's 30 yet. Um, they just have to. They have to take his workload down some. Whoever their coach is, maybe he could do that for him. And again, Josh Allen got to play like the veteran he is. He still make in big games. He still make a decent amount of mistakes. For me, too many to be a 9, 10 year veteran player to me. Um, but the Browns, I don't know who is gonna coach them. They may call me next week. Shoot, everybody, nobody want to coach them.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking it'll be a college coach. I'm thinking it'll be a college coach.
It might have to be. You know who you got in mind?
I was. I didn't have one in mind. I just knew it was gonna have to be somebody who don't know no better to come in there and take that job for the Browns. Straight up, somebody who don't know no better. Who's kind of how do you say when you were young and you don't know that you think you're fearless, but you're not fearless. You're just
Hmm.
you know too dumb to know that you're supposed to be scared. You know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah, that's
right.
what they need in Cleveland. Somebody who just don't know no better.
They do, and they need somebody that's going to. They need somebody for real that can develop a quarterback, man. That can help. That can help them boys learn how to play quarterback. Um, and I thought Kevin Stefanski was supposed to be that kind of guy, but clearly he didn't do that. Maybe it is a college guy. We'll see.
Yeah, but piggyback on something you said about veterans making mistakes. Let's talk about this AFC Championship game that we just
Hmm.
watched a little earlier. Speaking of veterans making mistakes, Sean Payton made the mistake of going for it when he could have just was not coulda shoulda took the points. Is
As
that what ultimately came back to bite him, or was it the elements?
No, it was that. It was that, man. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the NFL right now. Why coaches don't want to kick field goals when they in at the opponent's 30-yard line or closer on fourth down. I don't get that. But yes, it was that in my opinion. You up 7-0 already. A 10-0 lead is good. Is a good lead in the first quarter. So so it's not like the team was running past you and you like I got to do something to try to keep up with them or catch up. No, you was ahead of them. You end up losing the game 10-7. So no, I mean, and you saw Vrabel almost did the same thing, but he ended up having to kick the field goal because they got the fourth down again. Remember, he was in the second half in the elements. He had a they were at like the Bronco 12 or something. He had a fourth and one and went for it and almost didn't get it. He did get the first down, but then they got stopped three times again, and he decided to kick the field goal. That was the winning points. I don't know what's up with these coaches getting down there not wanting to kick. The points are a premium in the playoffs. You get down there and you get stopped in a close game, man, you better kick that field goal. Uh, but yeah, that's what I
Man,
think. He cost their team the game by not kicking that field goal. You playing with a player who has not started a game in like 3 years as your quarterback, and you not doing the fundamental things to help this guy win for you. I don't know. I don't get it.
um, congratulations to North Carolina's own Drake May. What what sealed the game for me was the time of possession in the third quarter when they came out and controlled the
Hmm.
game and had the ball. For, mind you, now it's only 15-minute quarters, and they had the ball for 9+ minutes before they kicked the field goal. I'm like, oh yeah, this game in the bag because the weather's only getting worse, and
Hmm.
there's no way, Stidham is going to outperform this Patriot defense in this blinding snow. You can't even see, and they got on white jerseys. Ain't no way you about to win this game. That's how they pick. That's how he threw that pick.
Yeah,
I bet you that's how he threw that pick. Like, oh, he looks wide open out there. Man, it's like two
yeah.
Patriots out there waiting on you, homeboy.
The announcer said that. They said, man, this snow. The Patriots dressed in white. It might hurt with the visibility. They did say that. So yeah.
Now he gave me some hope for them, because when they came out, what was it? Rolled out. I just say the touchdown pass that he had. Didn't see that
Hmm.
coming. Didn't see that coming. Like, all right, this might be a game. No, then your coach cost you the game.
Yeah. And he made a few mistakes. Stidham did. He showed his inexperience with
Yeah,
some of the plays after that.
yeah.
But yeah, man,
But you
Deshaun
expect
Pitt
him. You expect him to
did
have
dirty.
mistakes though. You expect
Sean Payton did
Stidham.
that team dirty, man. You know,
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Oh man. So Al, is it still 7-3 over there?
it's 10-6 now. Seahawks still up.
Okay, okay. Mind y'all
Hmm.
now, this the rubber match. They 1-1 on the season. This
Hmm.
the this one's for it all. You know what I mean? And I just want to reiterate like last week when we made the predictions, I'm going for the Rams.
Yeah, I
Uh,
got the Seahawks on this one, man. But it's a playoff game. You can tell, man. They ain't they gonna have to take the points. They
yeah.
get down
Oh,
there.
them two teams ain't yeah. Now them two teams, they're taking points. However they can get them, they're gonna take points. It's two wide
Hmm.
receivers who have played in the most playoff games but never made the Super Bowl. One of them is on his way in Stephon Diggs. The other is Devontae Adams. That's why I want the Rams to win. One of those wide receivers have to win a Super Bowl this year. I wanted to come down to that.
Well, yeah, I mean, they in the game. Like I said, it's 10-6 Seahawks. Rams are driving the ball now, so
So
we'll see.
and plus, it's plenty of time for Sam Darnold to show up. The original Sam Darnold, not this new one everybody keep talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Speak.
brand new now, though, man. He brand new.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody brand new. Everybody brand new, but people still have relapses from time to time. Um, not so much relapses, but we'll just say homecomings. Speaking of
Hmm.
homecomings, Derrick Rose, your man for your Chicago Bulls, had his jersey retired yesterday, uh, and they also ended up beating the Boston Celtics. I saw the latter part
Hmm.
of that game, so congratulations to y'all. Definitely congratulations to Derrick Rose. I wanted to ask you this: outside of the '90s Bulls winning the championships, is Derrick Rose the most beloved Chicago Bull because he's actually from there?
I think so, man. And the way he played when he was there. Like he left it on the floor all the time when he played for the Bulls. So there's no doubt about it to me that he is one of the most beloved Bulls out there. I think he gets more love from Chicago than Scottie Pippen.
I was gonna ask you, was it Mike then him?
I think it's Mike then him. Yeah. I mean Scottie Pippen won a lot more, but man, Derrick Rose, what could have been with him, man? I
Yeah,
mean, when he came in that league, just think about it. When he had him and Joakim Noah and a young Jimmy Butler on the team, and he just got hurt a couple times. But that year he won the MVP, and I think the year before that, man, he was fire. He was on fire all the time, and the way dudes was scared to check him because he had that first step that he was gonna be. I mean, he was just gonna be by you like a jet. So
very
yeah,
explosive, very
very
explosive player.
explosive. And then where he jump off of them 2 feet, boy, he get past you and plan and jump. Hey man, it wasn't nothing like that. Wasn't nothing like that. I remember that game when they played the Celtics in the playoffs. Man, I don't remember a better playoff game than that one really. But I mean, I think they lost the game. The Bulls did, but it was just such a good. That was vintage Derrick Rose then.
Yeah. Was that okay? So those Derrick Rose led teams, uh, to me, I want to say it gave the Chicago Bulls fans that feeling of having a championship contender, even though they you had to play LeBron James all the time. It was kind of a foregone conclusion he was coming out of the East for most of those seasons. But
Yeah,
still, it gave y'all that '90s feel again, like we
it,
got
it
something to root
did.
for.
It did, and we were the team because I I think we were the team when he went to Miami, when LeBron went to Miami, we were the only team in the East that could compete with them because the Celtics had already fallen off a little bit. So if we didn't beat them, nobody was gonna beat them. Then Indiana got good, and Indiana started to compete with them. But you remember when that 2011 when LeBron first went there in 2012, it was the Bulls that they had to kind of worry about. But yeah, we wasn't gonna beat Miami Heat, during those times. But we competed with them. Bulls competed with them, and Derrick Rose, man, he carried them teams on his back then. Him and Noah, they
Yeah,
they they, they did their thing back then.
yeah, they were definitely fun to watch, man. Definitely fun to watch.
And I,
Um,
I feel I feel great about him getting that honor just because like I said he's from Chicago and then just the way he seems to, you know, carry himself and the way he is now, or you want to root for a guy like that.
the most I want to say the most I think okay. So there was a meme that had came out a long time ago, and I thought it explained Derrick Rose's approach to basketball and on court, off the court perfectly. It was an All Star game intros, right? And all the players that came out, they were like dancing and jumping around and all this. And Derrick Rose was just
Oh,
sitting
I
there
see
looking
that.
serious, just
Yeah, I
looking
saw.
around. And the meme was, you could tell the person who actually bought the section, and then the guys who were just there acting like it was their section, and it was D
Yeah,
Rose being serious. I'm like, you know what? That explains it. He was just looking at him too, like y'all act like y'all not supposed to be here. Y'all act like this y'all first time
right.
being
Because
all
that was the
stars
one
or
that
something like this.
they showed Shaq on there, right?
The,
Uh,
and LeBron James was
and
doing the most
LeBron.
dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one. Mm-hmm.
So back to to this NBA just overall season. You see the Pistons are number one in the East. Their
Mm-hmm.
coach will be coaching one of the three or four teams. I forgot how they're doing it. I know it's two American teams and an international team as far as the All Star situation goes.
I can't even keep up with how they run that All Star game stuff now.
Yeah, this year it's gonna be broken up into different teams, so they'll end up having a USA versus world type situation.
Right,
And
right.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, man, we don't want to see that world team.
I know the world team gonna be good. 'Cause they gonna be fired.
Jokic, Wemby, that's enough. Giannis,
SGA.
SGA, Paulo Banquero ain't from here either. So, so if you want to throw
Oh,
him on there, you see what I'm saying? He ain't from
yeah.
here. If Joel Embiid can get his stomach under control or whatever's going to
Hmm.
be the problem at the time, he can play for the world team.
You know it's gonna be something.
Your man for them from the Portland Trailblazers who've been hooping, I forget his name. He's not from here. Who else? Who else? Who else? Yeah, you can just all the good foreigners are gonna drag the USA team, brother.
I believe that. I believe that. I mean, you could, you could tell by the way they played, man, that the foreign born players, their fundamentals are just better right now. All the way that they play, um, they are they do two handed chest passes. The American guys go pass with one hand. You know, uh, all of it is kind of, yeah. We don't want to see them. We won't beat them.
Oh, Jamal Murray, he from Canada too. Yeah, Jamal Murray play for the
Hmm.
international team. 'Cause I'm trying to think, like, cause Steph older, uh, so on the West, see the West starters were Jokic. It was Jokic,
Steph, oh, the
Steph.
Rams just scored, man. They just got a touchdown.
There we go.
So they
Jokic.
they they winning now. But go ahead. You said yeah.
Oh no, no, I need to know that information over there that you got. So Jokic, Wemby. No, was Wemby one of them? I
He
wrote them
was.
down, man.
It was Jokic, Wemby, Steph, um,
Oh,
SGA. Because
I wrote. Here
LeBron
we
was
go.
not one.
Yeah, LeBron not Luca. Luca was
Luca.
another international player
Hmm.
that we don't want to see. It was Luca, SGA, Steph, Wemby, and Jokic for the East. Excuse me, for the West. The East got Giannis, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brown, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson. If this was just East versus West, the East don't want to see the West because we too guard heavy on the East.
Hmm.
What I just named out pretty much four guards and a Giannis.
Right. Yeah. I'm telling you who should be on the team. He might be a late addition. You mentioned the Pistons. That center the Pistons have
Duran,
should be
Jalen
an
Duran,
all star. Yeah, man.
Jalen Duran.
He is a monster down there.
Throwback. He a throwback center.
Yeah.
The reason why I like the Pistons so much because the Pistons somebody in Detroit said, look, I don't care about none of these analytics. We won championships in the '80s, in the late
Hmm.
'80s, playing like this. That's how we gonna play now.
They play like that too. I think though they do need a little more shooting though.
Oh
Because
yeah, yeah. When it come to playoffs, yeah, yeah. Come
when they're
playoff time.
off shooting wise, they are off. Because when they won the game, I saw them play. It was the Celtics.
Yeah, and on MLK Day.
Yeah, yeah, and they couldn't hit no shots, but their defense and their fight kept them in the game, and they
But
ended up winning.
I'm not real concerned with it right now, and the reason I'm gonna say that is because Duncan Robinson's when he get going, he get going.
Hmm.
The problem is you gotta get him going. So that's
Yeah.
that's gonna be that's gonna be an issue. And plus that trade deadline is over. I think February 5th. So they got between now and pretty much next week or the next week and a half to find
Hmm.
somebody that they want to get rid of. I've been seeing these reports saying that the Knicks are trying to get rid of Cat, and they in talks with the Hornets. I'm like, man, look, leave us alone, leave us out of this. We still trying to figure out. We still trying to figure out who we are, and we trying to get everybody to play together on one accord. We trying to get Lamelo Ball figured out. We had him coming off the bench one game, then we have him starting to try to control his minutes because of his injuries and all that. Leave
Hmm.
us alone. Let us get it figured out first.
There's something I thought about when I watched Hornets play the other night, man. You said something that I thought about during this game. How you said Con Knipple, he don't want to step on toes by trying to take over too much. He don't need to worry about that no more. He need to go on and assert himself, man,
Hey,
because the two best players on the Hornets team. I mean, I like Lamelo. This game was the game when they played Cleveland, and they looked horrible until they came back and they lost by just a little bit. They lost by like six.
seven. It's like 7 points.
Lamelo Ball was 1 for 12.
Six
And
point
he
seven percent field goal shooting.
kept shooting 3 pointers. And Con Knipple, doing his thing. He was hitting a couple, but every time they would pass that ball to Lamelo, he was shooting a three. Like, yo, man, this guy needs to. He That's what I was talking about. The winning plays. Come on. The only reason they got back in the game was because Brandon Miller started heating up a little bit, and Con Knipple started heating up a little bit. But Con wasn't being aggressive. He was just playing through the flow of the game. He needed to be more aggressive. And
I agree.
Lamelo Ball need to play point guard with that team. And if he ain't on, he need to stop shooting. The coach need to tell him that or something. Um, because that's what I saw in that game. Brandon Miller, he's a good player. And
Great score. Brandon Mills a great scorer. He has a link to be a great defender. Just got to put it all together consistently. No problem. Conker Nipple, you already good, homeboy. Just get some more experience up under you. LaMelo Ball, this is not the park.
it's not
This
the
ain't the
fault.
park.
He played like he played that game like it was.
This the
Cause he played that ball like because his brother played for the Cavs and he just wanted to show out for him. Lonzo, Lonzo just played a few minutes and he wanted to show out for Lonzo. It seemed that way. Um, so, but the next game he was doing better and they won. They beat Orlando.
in Orlando. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, you know I know. Um so the problem with the LaMelo Ball issue is when he hits a couple of those one-legged three-pointers, everybody want to praise him like, oh, he's
Hmm.
just out there having
Hmm.
fun. He's always out there just having fun. That's the problem. That's the problem.
He got to get serious, man.
Yeah, man. Either you want to win or you don't, man. That's
Hmm.
it. That's all it boiled down to, homeboy.
But that
All
comes
that.
down to the coach too. Does the coach approach him like that? Because I don't. When the couple games I watched of them, I didn't see a whole lot of fire coming out of that coach when they are having these spells and stuff. You know, does he hold them accountable for that kind of play? I didn't see it. I need to see a little more fire from him to get them to win too.
Yeah, well, it always comes down to coaching also, but just common sense, man. One-legged three-pointers. Come on, man.
Don't
We
do it.
can't
It's not.
we can't
I don't
we
want to
can't keep
play.
making this. Yeah, we can't keep making this a thing. Come on now.
Because if y'all got into the play in, man, that'll be a win for the Hornets. Um,
A win for the Hornets would be winning just two more games. We only won 19. A team full of grown people who get paid to play basketball couldn't win 20 games last year.
well, it happens sometime, man. Yeah,
What
but y'all
happened?
gonna win more than them, more than that already. But one
Just
thing,
no. Slow your roll, brother. We are at 18 and 28. Win two more games first. Show me you can win them two games. I'm
hmm
I'm doing them just like I did the Panthers. You won five last year, cool. Win six this year. You won 18 last year. Excuse me, 19 last year. Give me 20.
but
Give me 20, and
that's a real low bar.
that's the bar they set for themselves.
That's a real low bar. But one thing I wanted to bring up, I saw too, I thought was funny. Did you know that we was just talking about Jalen Duran? Did you know that the Hornets drafted him?
I don't doubt it. We've given up. We've traded and let go of a lot of great players on
Did you
draft day,
know
man.
that they drafted SGA? The Hornets did.
That might have been a situation to where we was holding somebody pick or something like that.
It might have been, but still, yeah. And of course, you know they drafted Kobe too.
But that whole Kobe thing was never. He was never gonna play for us anyway.
Well, yes, that's true, but it's still something that like, wow, all these draft misses by the
Well,
same
that
team.
now that in defense of that Kobe situation, we did end up with a solid Vlade Divac for Kobe Bryant. That was because we nobody saw Kobe Bryant being that Kobe Bryant coming out of high school. Cause mind you, Kobe Bryant shot an air ball in the clutch against the Jazz and all that.
The Lakers
Nobody.
saw it.
Well, your man, Palinka, with the shoe
Very
situation.
well.
Yeah, he was already going over there with Rob Palinka. It's kind of like we drafted Kobe Bryant for him.
Well, that's what it was.
Yeah. So
But I'm just saying, man. And then you look at the guys the Hornets keep. I mean,
yeah, ain't no excuse for none of that. You know what I mean?
you know, you're giving away these guys that go on to be all stars, and then you keeping these other guys who the only one that's done panned out is Lamelo, really, and you got old school Hornet uh played for Connecticut in college, Kimber
Oh,
Walker.
Kimber Walker.
Yeah,
I think he's on the staff. I think he's on our staff, if I ain't
yeah,
mistaken. Yeah, he
yeah.
came
He was a
back. He's
good
on the
player.
staff.
Um,
Yeah, real undersized, great guard. We didn't want to pay him.
hmm
Man made third team All NBA, and we didn't want to pay the man. Sent him to Boston.
it was something else, man. Um, do you think that because you know all these talks going around. I'm going to Milwaukee now about Giannis. Um, whether he's gonna stay in Milwaukee the whole year or whether they're gonna trade him, whether they're gonna trade him in the off season. What are your thoughts about that situation? What should the Bucks do with Giannis?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Giannis just had an injury. Just recently had an injury, so I don't think they're gonna be able to trade him. Uh,
Hmm
the problem is getting somebody to want to come to Milwaukee to play basketball. Like you're gonna have to get some. You're gonna have to get a couple great pieces. Like not a superstar. You're not getting a superstar to go to Milwaukee and play because ain't nothing to do in Milwaukee but
hmm
play basketball.
hmm
Like that ain't enough. If that was enough, then the Utah Jazz would be the greatest basketball team ever known to man because they got plenty of money out there. It ain't like they can't pay you.
hmm
It just ain't nothing to do. Uh, they have I want to say it's like a dry.
Well, the culture shock out there, man.
Yeah, man. Like so, yeah, ain't nobody trying to go play in Milwaukee for real, for real. Um, the Bucks just got to figure out. Well, they're gonna have to start figuring out long term anyway, man, because Giannis ain't a spring chicken.
That's what I'm saying. Like, plus, but he still got a lot of talent, man. He can help somebody else win, but the team that trades for Giannis, though, in my opinion, has to think about. I think he has a lot of limitations in his game from in terms of from a jump shooting aspect
Yeah,
of his game, and he's not going to be able because, like you said, he's not no spring chicken. He's getting up in age, NBA wise. The way he plays his game with all that slashing, cutting, and strength is going to diminish in the future. So the
Giannis
team that
Giannis is
gets,
a Giannis is a tall Russell Westbrook.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, they
That's
play they
that's
play the exact same way and almost
that's
have the
right.
same field goal shooting percentage, except
Hmm
for yeah they the same guy. One's just taller than the other. Same haircut and everything. They the same person.
That's true. So the other team that's going to acquire Giannis has to think about that. The Bucks, I guess they're gonna have to just take what they can get, man, for him, because you
Call
know
it a rebuild. Call it a rebuild. Blow it up. Blow it up and start over,
I
man.
don't think
Start
they
fresh.
want to call it though. That though, I don't know. Um, but they might be forced to. Um, they might be forced to, and they might have to give up. Well, if they give up Giannis, that might be they won't have to throw in anything else. Probably they'll get a couple. That could be the main part of the trade. You
It'll
think?
it'll it'll be Giannis and then like one other player that ain't really gonna ruffle no feathers or nothing. It'll be Giannis and a player that they really don't like anyway. Like just throw him in the deal so they can get him out of there. It'll be something like
Like
that. Like
Giannis' brother?
oh well, that's already a package deal. We all know it. Wherever Giannis go, his brothers are going. That's yeah. If he go to Memphis, his brother gonna go to Memphis. You know what I mean? If he go to Miami, his brother gonna go to Miami.
Yeah, I don't know. But I was just thinking about that because I don't. I guess I think about it because they report on it so much. I don't understand why they report on it so much because the Bucks are not a good team. They're not gonna make no noise anyway. But I guess they got to talk about them a little bit, so that's their talking point.
The Bucks have the same record as my Hornets right now, 18-28. They're right above us,
Mm-hmm.
standings wise. So I'm just trying
Mm-hmm.
to let's eclipse them. Then we'll go after the Hawks. You know what I mean? Then stay within that 10-8 range. Go to the play-in, man. Call it a successful season, man. That's it.
The mother
Um,
gotta get serious.
yeah. Lord knows he do. But we'll see how it goes, man. I think after the All Star break, every NBA team will figure out who they are, and we'll start seeing some more serious competition. So, speaking of serious competition, man, it's the HBCU section. We're gonna start talking
Okay.
about more HBCU teams and goings on a little bit because we both graduates of HBCUs. You know what I mean? Why not
Mm-hmm.
show love to those who showed love to us? Southern University, coached by NFL Hall of Famer slash legend Marshall Falk. Y'all just remember I said Southern University because he's cooking something down there, man. He's cooking something down there. He has what's my gentleman's name? Um, Todd Light as his defensive coordinator. Remember
Yeah, I
Todd Light
saw
was
it.
on that Rams
Yeah,
team with him, a Notre
yeah.
Dame legend.
Notre Dame guy. Mm-hmm.
Then he got Les Miles' son, Ben Miles, on the coaching staff also, tight ends coach. But I think he's going to be more valuable as the recruiting coordinator. And I say that because he was a grad student at Florida State, so you get to be around some high level recruiting there. Then he was on staff at Texas A&M. So I think him being around that SEC and ACC environment will help kind of formulate a recruiting pitch for the guys to come to the HBCUs. That and plus, I was trying to find the full articles, but it's a former LSU running back going to Southern to play with Marshall Falk, and it's another running back from the SEC going too. I just couldn't remember what school it was, man. But yeah,
Really?
yeah, man. Marshall, it's him. Michael Vick has a guy, Paul Billups II, that was a wide receiver at UNC going to play for Norfolk State. So it's interesting to me to see these guys come from these power fours who not getting the look that they were probably promised at them recruiting pitches
Mm-hmm.
and are like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, I know where I can go get some shine.
Well, well, that's a great point of what you bring up. Because of that transfer portal, it can help all schools. HBCUs can get a lot of that fall off, and get some good talent to come to their schools like that. So while I have to do more research to know everything about who they're getting. That's a huge. I hope a lot of those HBCU coaches are looking at some of those maybe guys that are looking to move out from those high level schools to come to their schools and get them and put their talents on display because yeah, you gonna get some run down here with us.
I'm really excited because it's not just one sided. Like how
Hmm.
your man who led the ACC in rushing, he was an HBCU
Yeah,
product. He was from Central.
yeah. Hmm.
Then also how you got it's a couple other guys now going into the portal getting looked at by Power Four schools. I'm like, that's great. And then you got the Power Four guys being like, look, I don't got to sit here and just wait and stay behind these guys. I can go to these HBCUs, soak up that environment, actually get some burn, And now more games are being televised, so that's going to help them out also. So I
Hmm.
think that's great. Also, I did want to shout out, and I can't believe I'm doing this, but South Carolina State, because South Carolina State had their flag flown over the State House on January 19th, which was MLK Day, for winning the HBCU Celebration Bowl. Man, that's a huge deal.
That's
They had
big for
never,
South
yeah,
Carolina.
they had exactly. That's the same State House where that Confederate flag was flying. In the past they've had Clemson's flag flying there because they won a championship. Coastal Carolina, South Carolina Gamecocks, and South Carolina State's being the first HBCU to have their school's flag being flown over the Capitol Dome in Columbus, man. So shout out to those folks.
Big shot, South
Congratulations.
Carolina State. All right.
Yeah, yeah. And as an Aggie, that's the first and last time you ever gonna hear me say that again. You know what I mean? So yeah, you clip this.
I
And
thought that would be central. You would say that about that. That'd be the last time I give some props to them.
yo, yeah. I mean, when we playing each other, we playing each other. But outside of that, we all HBCUs. You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all it's all love. It's all love. Shout out to my Aggies for beating Hofstra the other night, getting our very first CAA win. This is basketball, of course. We won 79-78 at Corbett Sports Arena. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys for competing. That's all I want from all my teams, man. Just compete. Quit getting blowed out. Quit being laughing stocks. Just compete, man. So, way to go. Way to go. Now, if we can just get that football team to feel the same way, especially
Hmm.
this year on Halloween night, because it's G-Ho 100. So, it's going to be a little special this year. I think we play Elon.
Well,
Whatever.
I just say this
Whatever.
about I say this about my HBCU. It's time for us to win the classic again. We ain't won the classic against Alabama State in a good while. I think it's been about 3 or 4 years, if I'm not mistaken, in a row. It's time for us to go on and win that. I know Alabama State they have built something there, so they're a tough team. But we got to compete in that rivalry, man, and keep that kind of spicy. So let's
Hey,
go on and get that classic this year, A&M.
there we go. That's all. That's what it's about, man. Win the classic first. Let's then build on that. Like T, you got to beat every time you play Winston Salem State. Every time you play Central, win them games. Then we'll build from there, man. Win them games and we'll build from there. Hey, look here, man. It's an hour. Uh oh. Think
Oh, I might have
that was
lost you
me.
again this time. Oh, I got you right. There you go. I
Okay,
got
cool,
you.
cool, cool. Yeah, that's just the program telling us it's time to get up out of here and go watch this Rams and Seahawks game. That's all
It's
that
a good
is,
one
man.
too. Well, I leave you with this: Seahawks are driving. They at the Rams 14, down 13. Oh no, they just go ahead and took the lead. So now the
Yeah, we
Rams
got
winning right before
yeah,
halftime.
yeah, yeah, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another Sunday Night Live. It's your man 58 South, Mr. Robertson. Anything you want to leave the folks with, man, before we get up out of here?
I just say this, guys. I appreciate everybody that's been viewing with us, that's been coming on and checking out the show each week. I enjoy doing it, and I just want to ask some more. Tell your friends about the show. Come and check us out each week. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, man. Look, man, y'all stay safe, and if you go outside, take God with you. Y'all be kind. Y'all be careful, man. Watch out in this weather. When everything does settle out, it's gonna take a while for this ice to really get up out of here, man. So y'all be careful for real, man. We'll see y'all same time, same channel next week, man. Peace.
All right.